Oh, wait, I love his voice. Who is that?
B&D.
Alright folks, we are reacting to the boy group BOYNEXTDOOR. This song captures the thrill of stepping into the spotlight and owning the stage with confidence and flair. The members compare their rise to fame to blockbuster films like Everybody Hollywood Action, Scream Like a Thriller! They celebrate their charisma and scene-stealing energy. Beneath the glitz, the song emphasizes authenticity and self-assuredness, rejecting pretense with lines like, "No fancy red carpet, just give me the spotlight and I can do anything." The song is composed by Poptime, Kako, Daily, Ziako, and co-written by the BOYNEXTDOOR members Myung Jae-hyun, Taesan, Ihan, and Woonak.
Oh, they have writing creds?
Nice.
If you're hearing this right now, that means this video isn't monetizable, nor is it sponsored. Instead, this video is brought to you by you, our YouTube members and supporters on Patreon. Patreon and YouTube memberships are how viewers like you can support our team and also gain access to tons of exclusive content.
What a catchy bass riff though.
That's fun.
Thank you so much to all of you who already support us. We really couldn't keep doing this without you. And now, back to the video.
Reacting. 3, 2, 1. Oh, sus.
Honestly, a fit check in a car window is so real.
It's take number 6. Oh, because it's a movie.
Oh, is this song just gonna be all sus?
Oh, wait, I love this.
Wow.
It's giving Sex in the City. Oh.
Oh. Oh, that piano?
Okay, so the acoustic piano with the brass is very Hollywood, like.
This is sort of electro swing.
Start with The Office Life.
Ooh.
Yo.
On HIM.
Oh, this is so groovy.
Oh, this is awesome.
Is this swung? Cool.
That is just not a bass.
The dinosaur head is funny too, bro. That's awesome.
Oh, wait, I love his voice. Who is that?
I really like this a lot.
Lee Han.
Oh, wow.
Right?
That muted hi-hat, or the open hi-hat is like really deep and it makes like
Yeah, the little disco vibe.
oh my gosh, Bruce Almighty reference.
Oh, the dance is fire.
Oh my goodness, there's too much in here.
Wait, that's such a fun choreo.
The measures in this is the chorus, right? It has like a decaying effect, where the beginning of the measure starts louder, and like as you go on, it's like almost quieter.
Yo, this acoustic bass? This upright?
So that was more swingy than the rest of it.
He literally says, I love that.
Oh.
Little Kimiola over the bar.
Ooh, that whisper.
Oh, and your left. And your right.
You know what this sounds like?
What?
That's so fun.
Really popular.
Lone Digger by Caravan Palace.
Yes, very similar. This is like an almost more acoustic version of that song.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh. And Kissed by the Trumpet.
Kissed by the trumpet. Okay.
Wait, that's someone mouthing a trumpet as well.
The sung trumpet.
And that wasn't a trumpet, that was someone singing.
That's so awesome.
What was that? Oh, I wanted that to go on for longer.
That was awesome.
Cool.
That was great. That was great. Just make it longer.
So fun.
Wait, that just kind of ended. What? That's so silly.
That was a 2-minute 30
Whoa,
song.
what the hell?
That was a 2-minute 30.
They could have totally extended that. Actually, I'm pissed they did not. Honestly, with the inspiration they've drawn from jazz, they could release an 11-minute version of this where when you get to the piano part, that's just a full like 3-minute solo. And then the bass takes a 3-minute solo, then the trumpet takes a 3-minute solo, then they trade 2s or 4s, and then they jump back into the head. And I would eat that shit up.
Yeah, sus. Sus
Please
among us.
explain.
So back in the hit craze of 2020 and 2021 peak COVID time, Among Us run rampant. There was always this like the funny like whenever the dead body happens and then it like there's a meeting and it goes, yeah, it does the thing. Sus Among Us. Wait, did you not know that? So funny Among Us riff.
Because you have those really nice like colorful blues notes. Like you have the sharp 9, you have the sharp 11. Nice.
I don't think I've ever played it in C sharp before. Whoa, it feels so weird.
When I'm talking about the sharp 9, it's like the minor third. And then also the sharp 11, which is the tritone.
Entire chorus is built on just the first half of the blues scale, which I think is so almost rudimentary. I feel like it needs to, I don't know, even if we got a little more of those, other notes.
Although riff-based blues, totally part of like the tradition, like the blues tradition. To have like a really small motif that's repeated over and over again, very, very common and very much a part of the tradition. But I do feel like in the context of this song, it feels a little bit too clean.
It's stuck in my head right now. What's stuck in my head right now? Everybody, this is action. The song made you so happy, Taya. Yeah. Taya looks so happy.
And it follows the same chord progression the whole time. It's minor 1, 6, 5, minor 1, 6, 5, and it keeps going, it keeps going.
It's very like high energy, very jazzy. I love like the use of the jazz instruments. There's definitely trumpet. Did you hear saxophone in that?
No.
No? Or is it just brass? It's what? It's more than just trumpet though. I feel like a lower brass instrument.
I think
is
it's
in
also
there.
just a trumpet 2 or 3 part.
Like lower trumpet part?
I think it's just mainly trumpets.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I love how the trumpet was there, like consistently throughout.
That's
and
part
then,
of the song.
Yeah, they'd always accent the ends of verses, ends of lines with a little bit of harmonization or an instrument. And then like the different instrument groups, like they were mentioning like trumpet, piano, bass, all of them had their distinct sound and character within the song, and that really showed through like as a personification, I think.
And how'd you guys feel about the vocal delivery?
I liked it.
You sounded like you kept trying to sing it.
I like the tone of all of their voices. And they definitely have a very good blend. So that's really cool.
So much contrast in like the group's vocals. Like you were simping over Lehan, I believe that's his name. With that deep voice. I've always thought Boy Next Door has like such interesting vocals.
Swing that vibe, baby, give it to me. I love that syncopation on the swing that vibe, baby, give it to me now.
Yeah.
Like,
I liked in this, after this verse at 43, there's this like really delicate, like intimate, it's a nice break from things. And the whispery tone reminds me of like a noir drama, you know, like coming in, smoking a cigarette, like what's the news, what's the drama, like there's some suspense building there, which I don't know if that was like for the same affect, but I think it kind of adds to the experience for me.
The timbres of the vocals are quite interesting throughout. I mean, like you said, that one part where they subdue. And then here, quite contrastingly, you have that dark timbre, but and where it's just very like ooh. And then suddenly you also get like a really bright twangy timbre from this guy. Like,
I love how, you know, they do like it on a pitch.
everybody.
Yeah, and then they go like, yeah.
Also, that everybody up, like that's so, yes.
It's like Michael Jackson-y in a way.
Yeah, he's like getting that.
Everybody, huh? And I think he's not trying to do that falsetto, so it's just, it gets squeaky there. Yeah. But in a fun way, like, everybody Hollywood action. So it's like, let's go, let's get up, get off your butt and let's dance.
I think it's really nice because it's like evocative of a trumpet. Like it's super like, it's like super bright, which I really like because I think it brings out the melody a little bit more. But then in like the verses, they get really, it's almost like in a whisper tone, which is evocative of Caravan Palace.
Yeah, dude, this if you didn't have lyrics to this could just be a Caravan Palace song. There's some like psychology, there's some age where that music, I think it's like 12 to 17, so maybe it's something like that, where it's like the music that you're listening to during that time period will be music that will kind of stick with you for your entire life.
Did you listen to
I listened to a lot of Caravan
electro
Palace.
swing?
Yeah, that's where that was going. Sorry, that was a big ass tangent, but I listened to a lot of Caravan Palace when I was like 14. But also the verses were pretty sweet. I liked the rap verses a lot. That was probably my favorite part of the song, and the production. That fucking bass line, cool. There's a lot there that I like. First of all, I like how the actual rhythm that he's using in the first rap verse is like definitely based on the ostinato that's kind of going on throughout. It makes it really satisfying, and it makes it feel like he's riding the beat really easily because you've been hearing that repeated like over and over again. I like how the production complements each verse like separately very, very well. Like when it goes into the whisper section, it's like comes back like a lot. You get this really nice. I think there was some snapping in there. Like you get textures that kind of match the vibe of how he's singing or sorry rapping. Yeah, I just like how both of them ride the beat really well. I think that's just a pretty damn good rap verse for this style, especially. Yeah.
Actually, just very similar to the electro swing genre.
Yeah.
Which is borrowing from both. It's like you have these like swing elements. You have like a walking bass, and then you have these like really crisp like backgrounds, which is similar to the swing tradition. But then it's kind of on a smaller scale, I think.
Yeah, and the parts that are more bass heavy, like after the first chorus, it also reminds me of, I guess, a related genre to electro swing. It's specifically the swing revival genre, the more modern wave of just very old school swing bands.
It's interesting vibes that I feel like don't show up.
I've not heard K-pop electro swing in a minute. Was there any recent releases that uses electro swing? Because this was like big second gen vibe, right? Early third.
It's old school, like suave.
Yeah,
like,
but in the modern era. I think this genre hasn't appeared in a while, but it is adjacent to dance music in general, and I think currently K-pop is kind of following a lot of like electric dance music. All these like sort of club beats are kind of big.
I feel like it also had a very like specific moment in like 2013.
It feels really, yeah, like a blast from the past, like when I first started reacting. And I think they did it well here. Somehow by the end of it, I'm like, I didn't find the instrumentals as refreshing as when it first started. It's kind of like the electro swing genre, where like when a song starts, I'm like, ooh, I'm super into this. Wow, there's like all these saxes and piano lines. And then by the end of it, I'm just like, okay, what's next?
I'm gonna be sorry. I'm gonna I don't know what it was about it for me personally. Like it felt a little too much like I was listening to a Target commercial. It was, I don't know. It was like the sound. I guess they really messed with in post production with like the sound of the brass and the.
It reminded me of like Pokemon Ruby Sapphire brass, like super computer just. But was that necessary for this, where they could have gotten something more live sounding?
I guess
even like a patch that's more acoustic.
I feel like it's just the blend of all the instruments. If you're choosing an instrumentation that is supposed to be jazzy and loud and like full of life, and you're like stepping into an action movie, right? But when I think of like action movies in particular, it feels a little bit like they're referencing James Bond. I think like that, like really brassy and like full and like it feels like they just subdued all of the other material that wasn't the vocals. Okay. So much so that it literally, I just felt like I was just like in an ad for like some sort of commercial that was just like, okay, sure. Bah, and then $9.99 you can go get,
It's the commercial because they want you to be evoked of that like Hollywood action movie spy feeling, but without the weight of like, oh my God, here's this like really dramatic, serious moment. To me, it's the dissonance of the timbre of the trumpet in relation to the very acoustic piano and the upright bass that they have in here. There's a little bit of like timbral dissonance created for me.
Wish that they swung it a little bit harder and that they got a little bit more gritty with like grittier of a sound. Like there's like moments where you have like the bass walking, but I think what would really make it sound super cool is if they had like so like you have those like skip notes.
Yeah.
Rhythmic embellishment. I think it would emphasize like the kind of jazz elements that they're borrowing.
I think there could be a little bit more commitment to the bit in terms of, Yeah, like the instrumentation and like kind of tempo rhythm, that kind of stuff. Because yeah, it did feel a little slow to me too, not from like necessarily a accuracy standpoint, but just like I felt like it needed a little oomph to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I think it's good, but
it's
I
fun,
think
it's
it
very
could
fun.
use a little bit more development. I like the when they introduce bass situation, and like the brass is kind of there throughout, but I wish there was kind of like a little bit more of.
You could do like a trumpet solo over it.
Yeah,
that
a
would
little
be sick.
trumpet
It was
solo.
when the trumpet, it was just sort of
Or like have
boop,
like
boop, boop.
the instruments like play together like a little bit more, because I feel like they kind of all have their moment, which I like, but I think like maybe at the end. I just love that, and I just like obviously like classic, but that end with just like showing off the instruments on the violin is just so
I love
cute.
that. Thank you.
You want to try and transcribe that piano part? Hold on.
Yeah.
That was right. Wait, let's figure out that walking bass line. Yeah.
Kissed by the trumpet.
I love that trumpet part.
I'm still hung up on everybody Hollywood action, because we don't say Hollywood action, it's Hollywood
The
action.
way they use the syllables there.
Yeah, and we would put a pause for like English prosody there. Everybody Hollywood action. We'd have to put a comma and a pause there. So for it to be everybody Hollywood action, it just sounds like here's the melody, we gotta fit some words to it, this works. And not to say that English speakers don't do that. Katy Perry has a famous song called Unconditionally, where she sings unconditionally, where it should be unconditionally. But sometimes that like mismatched syllabic stress can create a bit of an earworm or a catch, a hook that's like, oh, you did that different on purpose. It's not to say that there's a right or wrong way to do it, but when it doesn't fit the natural syllabic stress of speech, it calls your attention to it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that it really hit me in a way that made me appreciate it more than just kind of nagged at me.
You know what's really funny here is I'm having like in this song in particular, like the first opinion I have is that I didn't like the song, and then you didn't like that part of it, but I actually like that. I like the part
Okay,
of
that's
the
great. Yeah, so we're
syllabic
opposite, because I like the song as a whole, but I didn't like that. You like that.
I thought it was so cool at subverting the expectation of where the stress should be in. And like especially whenever they like get to the rap part where it's like everybody Hollywood, wait a minute, you know, and like that was just so fun. That's the fun part of this song for me. It feels fresh, feels new. That's the moment where it felt like I was being taken out of the commercial. Gotcha.
I liked it.
I'm a hater. Sorry.
Sold. And that's Hollywood, baby. That's Hollywood.
Flower, bruh. Here, wait. Let me.
There goes the baker with his tray, like
Oh, bro.
always.
Oh,
The
boy.
same
Oh,
no, it's on.
Oh shoot. Okay, wait.
Every morning, just
Let's
the
go about
same
this differently.
Since the morning that we came to this poor provincial town. I'll keep singing. Bonjour, good day. How is your family? Bonjour, good day. How is your wife? I did 6 eggs. That's too expensive. There must be more than this provincial life.
A giant wet spot. It's fine.